Yeah, man, it's the one and only DJ Chase, Worldwide Sounds Records own man, the pregame party mix podcast on 17 Podcast Network, syndicated on Dynasty Radio. Over 4,000 listeners. We got a lot of heat, man. YouTube, DJ Chase TV, man. We got the one, I'm going to say the one, the only Exile.
What's happening? What's happening, man?
Ain't nothing, man. What's shaking with you?
Man, just trying to enjoy life out here, man. You know what I mean? It's just, keeping busy in these times of what we doing, how we doing it.
Of course, man. I just woke up from a good nap, bro. I was like, I was so exhausted today, bro.
A nap is important. People don't realize it. A good power nap is very important.
Word, man. First and foremost, man, I do this as an icebreaker for all my guests, don't matter who it is, man. First and foremost, tell the people what you are and who you are and what you do.
What I am is a hip hop artist. Who I am is Exile. And rapper, actor, creator, entrepreneur, just all around Renaissance dude. I try to do everything, be a master of a few things. But
yeah,
at the end of the day, it's, just me, man.
Definitely, man. And I want to say thank you for coming on the show. We talk off air as we have a personal relationship as well. And you have a new project, and I want to
don't let the bag. Don't tell everybody.
Nah. It's a conversation. I like to talk to. Yeah, I like to really talk to people first and foremost.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of stuff that I still want to know. So this is in the sense of first and foremost, where are you from?
Southside, Jamaica, Queens.
Jamaica, Queens, right? You know what's crazy? You're the third Queens guest I've had in 2 weeks. Like,
listen. This we making a comeback.
I see. Queens is definitely here. All right. Yeah, man. And Exile, being from Southside Jamaica, Queens, being that all my favorite rappers are from South Jamaica, Queens. Yeah, I'm a Queens head. Yes. How
you say so disappointed? Like, yeah.
I'm ashamed because I'm from the Bronx and Harlem, so I'm a mutt. So I'm definitely Queens is I love Queens to death. So yeah. First, what first and foremost, how'd you get your name, Exile? That's a very unique name.
From the Bible. I got it from a passage from a guy who was exiled off to an island for a crime that he did.
Yeah.
So what I did was I flipped the metaphor into being on my island in my own lane. I am Exile. This is who I am. This is what I do.
Yeah. Copy, man. And being from South Jamaica, there's a lot of history with Jamaica as far as drug dealing, drug selling, and drug using, and a lot of violence from South Jamaica. Such a nice neighbor, such a nice place.
Yeah.
What part of South Jamaica you from?
I'm from the part where, I'm from the part where where the houses are.
Yeah.
I'm from the part where the houses are. So, things are a little bit more inconspicuous over there with the houses. I'll just say that.
Yeah. Now, I would describe you as an alternative hip hop artist, like your contemporary. Me personally, I would describe you as a contemporary alternative hip hop artist.
I've never heard that term. Please explain.
Explain. So, because you're not. Cause when I first saw you perform at the and what was that, Queensbridge, like right over there by Queensbridge in that big ass stage when we first met, Radio Park. I'm like, yo, this dude is killing it. Like, he not making you don't make shoot 'em up, bang bang hip hop. You don't make them. You don't make that the typical South Jamaica hip hop, as I should say, or New York hip hop. You don't make that. You make you cater to a broad audience. You know what I'm saying? And is that on purpose?
It's definitely on purpose. The reason being is because, I know that side of Queens. You know what I'm saying? I had plenty of people that grew up on that side of Queens. I've seen that side of Queens. I've experienced some of that side of Queens. But there's more to talk about than that. You know what I mean? And I was fortunate enough to grow up in the mix with everybody. You know what I mean? I stayed to myself, but at the same time, I knew Bloods, I knew Crips, I knew dudes that sold. Like I knew. So, that's, I guess, where the idea came from, that I can be a broad artist because I've got so much more to talk about. You know what I mean? Than just that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we come from a different school of life, and it's different school of let me see, how should I say it? Different school of like technique, right? So with your style of music, do you feel like it gets you in doors that certain music cannot get you in? So if you made like, the type of music, because you're a pretty famous guy, you know what I'm saying? And
Don't do that.
you're a pretty famous young fella there. So,
Oh
do you feel like being that type? No, I'm serious. Do you feel like being the type of artist that you are, that it allows you to get into more doors, get into like the Z100 markets and different markets like that? Does that help?
It does. I would say this. It would absolutely help. The other half of that coin is being different and consistent. You know what I mean? So, because I can make that type of music, but if I made that type of music while being lazy, I wouldn't have gotten as far.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's the constant ambition that people see from me that pushes that is able to push the music, for itself.
Copy. And being an independent artist is not easy. It's not easy in the least bit. Is one of your goals to stay independent, or do you want to get signed eventually, or partner rather?
I'm not opposed to the signing if it makes sense. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, it's got to make sense for all parties. So I'm not opposed to it. I've had independent label deals before. I've had distribution deals before. And, at the time it would make sense, but, not everybody can deliver on their word. So I won't front like it hasn't left a cautious feeling over me to make sure that whatever deal I step into is going to be the right deal for everybody. But if independence makes more sense, and of course I've done most of the work on my own already, then what do I need a major label for?
Yeah. All right. And putting out your own records isn't easy. I have to ask this question too, because a lot of artists I see, and we're just talking on some, on some G shit. It's just like a lot of artists I see, they feel like posting on Instagram is a marketing plan, and that's not a marketing plan. And it's posting on Instagram post is not a marketing plan.
True.
Do you feel like, especially me being a DJ and me being a producer, why do artists develop that ego to feel like that?
To feel like Instagram is the only platform?
Yeah, like to promote. Like, why do you feel like that is?
Because there's nobody teaching them otherwise.
Yeah.
They don't see the background work. They just see the result.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They'll see the labor. So being that they see the result, it's like, oh, all he did was post it up on Instagram and he got famous. I could do that. False. The production behind it, the recording behind it, the setting up the promotional plays behind it. You're just seeing a piece of the promotion on Instagram.
Yeah.
You're not seeing the whole scope or spectrum. So that's why there's nobody teaching. That's why they think that way. Yeah,
because I'm asking, because like even today I was just looking, right? And I was like, yo, why do artists make even now it's getting worse this year. Like I've always seen it. And I'm like, okay, why is it that these artists today are just like making these expensive music videos just for a 30-second clip on Instagram? They care more about the 30-second clip on Instagram than actually selling the actual record.
Right.
And I know you've been on the promo tour for the new album Alpha, right? And I also noticed that you collaborate with a certain group of guys. Is that on purpose?
Till I meet some more, yeah. I would say it's purposely.
Yeah. And
yeah.
I was gonna say, who do you want to collaborate so far? Like, who do you want to like? I know you stick to your core collaborators, but who's like your dream? Like, it could be industry or otherwise. Who's your dream collaboration?
My dream collaborations, Royce the 5'9", definitely. Eminem, definitely. I think this may be obtainable if he's up to it. Banks, definitely. Banks, definitely. Who else? There's some singers in there. I want to. Raphael Sadiq.
Oh no, that's what's funny. I would have never. You threw that one in there. You definitely threw that one in there, bro.
Raphael Sadiq. I believe he's super talented, and I like the fact that he's low key. He's super talented, but he's so low key.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that and Ryan Leslie.
Right, that's a dope. Yeah, I actually seen him before. When I was at work, I never met him. I never like spoke to him, but I actually seen him before. Ryan Leslie.
Yeah,
yeah.
He's super talented.
Hell yeah. And you have a lot of music out. Do you produce all your music, or you just buy beats and stuff like that? I gotta ask for my producers.
Of course. I realized a long time ago production is not my speed. I'm not going front. I tried it. You know what I mean? I made maybe 2 beats in my entire life, and I'm like, and
this ain't for me.
It's not for me.
Yeah.
My creativity lies in my pen.
Yeah.
Like I can write all day long for me, myself, and other people.
Yeah.
So, as far as the beats go, I try to keep an in-house of producers, like my man Human Torch, who's out in Boston, my man Prototype, who's out in the Bronx. So I definitely have my little team behind me, plus other producers that I may know. Mr. Fingers being one of them, who's produced for Busta Rhymes, DMX, but you can name it. So that, and at the same time, I do go searching for beats because I want to hear other sounds. You know what I mean? I definitely keep my ear open to a sound that I like or is appealing to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I definitely go out and look for other producers as well.
Okay, copy. I have to ask for my producers because I'm a producer. I gotta get you some beats soon too. I got the perfect beat. I just been busy. I've been going through it, so I just been busy. But I gotta get you on one of my beats, man. And
I'm ready.
Yeah, and one of the key things while you're on my show is your visuals. You're very particular and meticulous about your visuals, bro. Like your visuals be on point. You definitely put some quality into your videos. What makes you like understand the importance of the music video? Like, why do you go so hard on a music video like that?
I understand. What made me understand the importance is watching people in their attention span. You know what I mean? It's the same factor when it comes to songs. If you don't catch the person within the first 30 seconds, you're gone. You lost them. So with the music video, I want to make it just as appealing. It can't be the same standing on the corner or standing in front of the store or this, that, and that. Like, we've seen that movie so many times before. Show us something else. And this is my opinion. It's like, we've seen it so many times before. Show us something else. So I like to flex my creativity as much as possible to show that there's, multifacetedness and there's more than just what's being portrayed already.
Yeah. Got you. And with COVID, COVID has taken the world by storm. How have you been dealing with that on the music level? Do you feel like it made connected with your audience easier, or do you feel like because you're a live performer, you're a live performer? Yeah. Do you feel like it made it easier to connect with your fans, or do you feel like it made it harder?
Well, I had to adjust because it was hard in the beginning. So I had to adjust and reach my fans in a different way, which is more so on social media. Like, I can't front. I've never really been a social media dude. I'll come post up and then I'm out. You know what I mean? Here and there I'll make a video, but it's more reflective or personal, if anything. Yeah. So this COVID definitely forced me to try something different and be more open as far as my life goes. Outside of it being musically. You know what I mean? I definitely will say that.
Copy. Now the reason why we hear Alpha.
Yeah.
It's a different sound for you, actually. I've been listening to the clips. I've been listening to the sneak peek to the album. I've been at work jamming to it a little bit. I got to give me some new work headphones. But yeah, it's a different sound for Mr. Exile. It's more up tempo, more new, not new. What's the word I'm looking for? More mainstream.
Yeah,
sounding. Was that on purpose?
Partly because of COVID. Partly because of COVID. It pushed me to see a different level of Exile. You know what I mean? The world locked me inside for a year.
Yeah.
Biggest mistake of their lives, because I get to sit now and reflect, like really get a moment to just slow my brain down on what's worked in the past albums and what hasn't, and what's best to go this, and at the same time developing a new type of sound, a new type of ear for something to do. So that's where Alpha came from. It was all the things Plus feeling like, again, I fight so hard to get in these conversations of who's the best in the indie scene, like who's the names worth mentioning.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And I always feel like I come up short. There are other people will say otherwise, but me personally, it's like, nah, I don't believe it.
But you know where that comes from, bro? That comes from definitely the favoritism. That's where it comes from. Is the people because the people like myself who really who DJ the the military grind concerts, the different who me, I'm one of the biggest I am that indie DJ. So besides probably one other person. So it's like it honestly is the favoritism and the gatekeepers. You know what I'm saying? I think the gatekeepers they don't pick the right what's what I'm looking for. They don't pick the right artists. They pick the ones that they just like, they lit on Instagram, but they not listening to the music.
Yeah. I could see that being a thing, definitely. So but I can't get mad at that because again, I know I'm not gonna be liked by everybody. So I can't be frustrated over it. All I can do is elevate my game to the point where I'm undeniable. You have no choice now.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
Have no choice. So that's where Alpha came about.
Exactly. And what was it? And that goes into the title of Alpha, correct?
Yes, correct.
Yeah. So now you're a man of chakra, you're a man of understanding animalism and and tapping into that
you know, research. You did your research.
I definitely have. And then see, and you thought it was gonna be personal. See, I got you. Yeah. And you have now you put the album out by yourself independently. Let's talk about your label, Frontline Records. Now, do you have artists under Frontline Records?
Yes, I do have. At the moment, I have my group Stovetop, which is House of Beast, Real the Rebel, Jason, Scrap Simmons. They just put out a project fourth quarter of last year. Of course, we had to move over a little different due to COVID, obviously. So I think it's just about the drawing board and trying to see what we can do and how we're going to come back to the table and do something better.
Okay. Yeah. And now what because you put on a team. I know you probably have people in the past who definitely that you probably work with and just try to get you to and we all get people that we trust and stuff like that. Like I know you have a team now that handles your behind the scenes and stuff like that. What is some of the things that, like, say somebody wants to come in and manage you, or somebody comes to look for you and say, look, Exile, we want to sign you on your label. What are some of the things that you look for in working with somebody on the business side?
Their track record, for one. Well, no, let me backtrack. Energy is important.
Yeah.
Let me just start there. So if automatically I feel the energy is off, I can't do it. I don't care how much amount, what you say you could do or whatever. You have a certain thing following you that I can't get with. So that's all frip. But besides all that, if what you're saying is making sense and it doesn't sound like you're trying to double talk me or trying to, you know what I mean? You know how people try to front, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? As long as it doesn't sound like that and it makes sense, we could work on something.
Yeah, definitely, man. That's dope. And when the TikTok thing's going on, I have to ask this to my independent artists as well. Specifically, like some artists like you don't make TikTok music. You don't make that type of that catchy pop weird music. Right. Do you feel pressured into having to make those type of records, or you just like, you know what, I'm a purist and I'm gonna stick to that?
Well, I think it's quite the reverse. I don't think TikTok produces a certain type of music. I think just a certain type of music goes on TikTok. You know what I mean? So it's like people pick and choose. It's one of the most gangster songs right now. People are doing a dance to the June Bug Challenge. That's a gangster ass song. That's not a TikTok song.
Yeah,
it just got famous.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, so it's not so much TikTok being a different genre of music. It's just so what song will people gravitate to enough to make a TikTok video with? Yeah, I'll say that. So no, I don't. I feel pressure to. I don't feel pressure to make that type of music. I feel I'm making the music that I'm supposed to make. I feel it in my soul.
Yeah. Got you. And before we get out of here, bro, let me ask you a question. What's the goal for Exile? What's the Like, what does Exile see himself in? Let me say, I'm gonna do 6 months to a year. Where does Exile see himself?
6 months to a year. Exile sees himself out of the indie circuit. Out of let me not say that. Out of this level of the indie circuit. Because there's levels.
DJ Chase TV.
So 6 months to a year, Exile is out of this level of the indie circuit to something higher.
Yeah.
And hopefully inspiring the next essence of Exile.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And what do you and what? Well, since we tapping on that, what do you feel is going to get you to that level though? Like, what do you think that you have to do to not feel like that? Because I see a lot of artists and I know you're going to answer this right, but a lot of artists we talking. Yeah. I know a lot of artists, bro. They compare themselves. Like, I try my best to motivate, like, especially artists. Like, I got plaques coming. I got a lot of stuff coming this year. Like, so I'm like, thank you. And I want you guys to win. And I'm like, wait a minute. Why is it you guys feel like, because even me, like, people been hitting me up to do mixtapes and stuff like that. And the new thing is with DJ, like, they expect DJ. I'm not your social media manager. My job is to play your music and not to get you lit on Instagram. Facts. What do you feel like? What do you feel like is going to take you to get to the level that you want?
I'm putting in on the work. I'm putting in all the work already.
Yeah.
So it's hard for me to say what is missing other than more visibility on my end.
Yeah.
I believe that's probably going to take me to the next level. And once I get to that level, it's up to me to feel accomplished in that level. Because if you never have satisfaction, you'll always be climbing and you never reach that. And to me, that's not the definition of accomplishment or happiness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, don't get me wrong. You should always reach for your goal, no matter how high it is. But if you're always unsatisfied, it's pointless. It's pointless.
Yeah. Yeah. And I feel like, because one of the things with you, because you're already there to me. Like, you're already there to me. You're one of the artists that I just definitely rock with. Like, it's just true. Like, I don't. Besides my artists that I work with, you're probably the only other one that I listen to. So, and that's one of the things. So, on Alpha, what's the hot single? Because you just put the project out, but you ain't put a single out.
Coins is the single that's out.
No, I know that. But I'm saying, like, what's the one that you feel is like?
You feel like I didn't put that one out yet?
Yeah. I feel like you know what I mean by that. What's your joint, bro?
Wow.
The one that's gonna grip everybody in.
That's a tough one.
You like how I led you right into that?
Yeah, you did. That's a tough one. The one that's gonna get everybody in.
Yeah.
Maybe Be Mine featuring Princess Gohan.
Yeah.
Maybe Be Mine, but then again, I could be wrong because I'm the project is so well versed. Like, the track Gangsta Shit is getting more reviews than I thought it would. Like, I knew the project in a whole would get great reviews, but that song itself, which is probably one of the grittiest songs on the album, I'm like, really? This is what y'all want? Like, this is your favorite? So I want to say Be Mine, but you never know. I've shot videos for what I'm dropping in so many singles, so we're gonna see what hit. We're gonna see what stick.
Copy, man.
If coins don't stick now, like, because I definitely put that out to catch the air.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for sure.
So why 17 songs, bro? Why you put so many songs out? I have to ask this. You know what? I'm asking these questions like this because my show is dedicated to education. So, even any artist or because I get a lot of young fans and I like, everybody always wants to come to me for advice. So I try to get the questions into asking the artists, like, why did he do the things they do? You know what I'm saying? Because what you do might help somebody else. So why so many songs on this project?
I'm a creature of habit.
Yeah.
Because every project I've done has been 14, 15 songs or better.
Yeah.
I don't think I've done anything less than 10 songs. For me, I just have so much on my heart and so much on my spirit.
Yeah.
It's hard to compact it into 10 songs, 8 songs. That's like half my thought process. You know what I mean? And this is just me. It may not be for everybody. It's just me.
Yeah.
Granted, if you feel like you have that much to say, you shouldn't limit yourself. But at the same time, if you find yourself saying the same thing over and over in each record, maybe you should limit yourself.
Got you. Well, like I said, you have 17 songs as an independent artist, and as somebody who has, would you be open to somebody like executive producing you, like coming through and be like, you know what, let's put this project together, let's do it like that? Because I kind of lured Johnny Floss into an independent situation. I lured him into that. So I kind of asked him, So I definitely want to work with you soon. How can somebody like myself that's a producer, because I have my own indie label as well. Do you feel like, you know what, you could collaborate with somebody like myself? How can somebody get in contact with you to do that?
They can contact Queen, my manager, to do that.
There you go.
They can do that. That's how they can do that. But to get my attention, do better than the stuff that I already put out. Got you, man. That's the best way I can put it.
And okay, so the last question I have for tonight is, do you have any advice for any up and coming artists to hit them stages? How do you get on them festival stages, man? How do you get on them big stages like you?
Big stages. Picking the right opportunities.
Yeah.
Being smart about the opportunities that come along. My one of my friends, my DJ, he said this to me, and it's resonated with me since he said it to me.
Yeah.
You don't have to do everything.
You don't.
This is what he told me. And again, this is why I don't believe half the stuff I believe. He said, he looked at me and was like, X, you're at a level right now where you do not have to do everything. When you're first starting out, you have to do everything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to do open mics. You got to do stages where it's only 2 people in the crowd. You got to do all that stuff. Those are paying dues. You have to do it. He's like, you're at a level now, you don't have to do everything. So I'm being smart about what I'm doing, which oddly enough, in this case, less is more. So the more quality stuff that I'm picking, the more it boosts my my value as an artist.
Yes, because coins is a lot different than what I'm used to from you. So, you know what I'm saying? I was like, oh,
in a good way or a bad way?
In a good way, because I'm a DJ, so I need something to cut up, and I need something to have that intro bumping. So you've been crafting. You definitely been crafting.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but still don't change who you are. Still don't change the core alternative hip hop that you do. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I like. Like, that's what I listen to, like, because I'm a big Linkin Park fan, Limp Bizkit fan. So, like, I like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I did with the Richard Spirit project. Like, I wanted it to be like, that's why it came out. You know, the intro was produced like that. Right. You know, man. But we could do this all day, my brother. Thank you for coming on the show. I want to give you your flowers. I want to say, you know, black man to a black man. You know, keep doing what you're doing, bro. Like, it's the music that I like. It's the image that I like. You know, and it's very positive. You have a positive message. Stick to your guns, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Stick to your guns, bro.
Appreciate you. Same thing to you, man. Like you definitely, you yourself, DJ Chase, have to, get your flowers and credit, because you do a lot.
Thank you.
A lot of people don't say you're such a like a quiet storm. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not rah and stuff all over the place, but the moves that you make mean something.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about. It's quality over quantity.
I try, bro. I try.
People have to see that you're the one who's gonna while everybody is knocking on the front door, you're the one that's got the key to the back door. Like, all right, come on, cause
I'm always and it's funny because I've always been like that. You know what I'm saying? Even from when I used to work at Sirius to, like, you know what I'm saying? I just learned so much over the years. Like, I'm a lot further than I ever in a million years thought I would be. Like, I'm to interview somebody like you. Like, I'm still starstruck around my friends, so I'm still like, different artists and stuff. Like, I'm still sometimes like, like starstruck. I do.
What's the song that just hit four? Something just hit four minutes?
Well, no. Well, all together, I did an audit for my catalog, my whole catalog, 4 million streams, my whole catalog.
That's dope.
And that's produced, engineered, or like put out, distributed through me. Like 4 million streams. Yeah, 4 million. Yeah. So, you know, I work hard, bro. You know what I'm saying? But it's coming for you too, man. And I know Queen is gonna get you right. I know that, you know, you bringing on management sometimes that helps, because sometimes it's like it allows you to see things that you might not see for yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. Like even with me, I had to do that. I used to literally do every single thing myself, like my artwork, my marketing. Like it was too much. Like even me, you know what I'm saying? But you know, with you having a label and you know, moving around, and you're gonna learn things along the way too. Like especially jumping into the executive role that you're jumping into now. Like you're gonna learn so many things that you like, as it's gonna help you. It's gonna make you a better artist too. Like you're gonna talk about different things in your music. It's dope, bro. Man, once again, give your social media. How can anybody reach you? Plug that Alpha album, man. Do all of that.
Oh yeah, catch me, follow me. My website, iamexile.com, IAMXYLE.com, Twitter and Instagram, XYLENYC. Alpha is out now everywhere. Coins is on YouTube right now. You already know what it is, man. Thank you for having me, DJ Chase.
Of course, bro. Yeah, this interview is gonna be out soon. We're gonna get it out as quick as possible, man. I might actually have a booking agent for you too. I want somebody I want you to meet too. I interviewed her yesterday. She's in Canada, and she's dope. Yeah, she's fire. You know what I'm saying? So
I would love to tour Canada. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, I'm working on that now.
See.
That's what I'm working on. I'm so mad, bro. Like I'm working on that now. So. Yeah, man, it's the one only DJ Chase, man, the pregame party mix podcast on 17 podcast networks on Dynasty Radio, Monday nights, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m., man. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. DJ Chase TV on that YouTube, man. It's the pregame party mix for Worldwide Sounds Records own DJ Chase. Yeah.
It's official. Come on. Locked in with DJ Chase on the pregame party mix podcast.